What up, chat? Let me know how I sound, by the way. I changed something up so I can listen to music without having to have headphones on. So let me know how I sound. But yeah, if y'all can hear me good, let me know in the chat. That would be very appreciated. Okay. Wow. Wow. We are working with some trash today, huh? Nah, that's all right. It's not a bad slate. In theory, it could be a lot worse, if we're being honest. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. I need to figure out how I could get this data. We've had some insane chat calls or some insane calls in this chat over the last couple days when it comes to using the StatCat data. What up, Swole Team 6? Can you hear me all right? Am I coming through okay? Let me know on that. Por favor, if you can hear me. Crystal clear? Okay, perfect. Good. Okay. All right, let's think about this. So we have Shohei Ohtani coming back to pitch today, which is actually kind of crazy. Let's see what they even have any. I wonder if they even have anything out for him because I think he's only pitching about an inning today, if I had to guess. Strikeouts for Ohtani, yeah, 1.5. That's kind of crazy though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not going to lie to you. That is a little bit out of touch with reality. If he only pitches one inning, 28th strikeout rank matchup. Padres don't strike out. He's only gonna pitch an inning. Is he gonna strike out 2 out of 3? Maybe. Maybe he's a little juiced up. Sounds good to me. I appreciate it. You already know. Hey, maybe he's a little juiced up. Maybe he's a little fired up. But let me go ahead and double screen it. All right. Okay. Yeah, 1.5 strikeouts for a guy who, I mean, we have him going for what? 4 outs. 4 outs. And he might only do 3. Realistically, he might only do 3 outs. So yeah, that's kind of tough if you ask me. Is there an echo of the music too? Let me know if when I talk. What do you think about Mizorowski? Bruce? Yeah, man, he's sick. I'm a little nervous about him. I'm a little nervous for a couple reasons. I think he's nasty, but like people adjust to that. His control is the issue. So that's why I'm a little nervous. Like the reason the league can't really catch up to Skeens is because he has insane control. I mean, let's see what Skeens. I want to look at his StatCast. Look at his not his StatCast, his Savant page. Let's see what his walk rate is. Walk rate 6% only. Fastball velo 98 percentile. Obviously, that's great. But like if you look at Mizorowski, I'd say like Skeens is like someone you can compare him to because they throw really, really hard. Like they're 2 starters that throw in the hundreds. But he could also be compared to Hunter Green. If we look at his StatCast data, fastball velo 99th percentile. He threw it hard. It's easy to overthrow a guy. Yeah, exactly. And I'm also worried about his arm longevity and getting hurt, things like that. That does make me a little nervous. His expected ERA, obviously, these metrics aren't qualifying because he only had 1 start. But his fastball velo, 99th percentile, he throws it really hard. The problem is the walk rate, 17% walk rate in 1 start. And if you look at his minor league career, it's probably pretty similar. So that's the issue. Is his walk rate's really sketchy. I honestly don't like Judge today either. If we look at the real reason Aaron Judge, honestly I'm way worse than that. I think Judge is a horrible play for a home run today. Where is that game? Jose Soriano, that's who it is. Soriano, look at I haven't projected to give up .22 home runs, so like no home runs today. He doesn't give up home runs. His hard hit rate only 19%, barrel rate, sorry, 45% hard hit rate. So they hit it hard, but the launch angles are low for him. He doesn't give up home runs. Walk rate doesn't really matter. Whiff rate, chase rate. Here's another sneaky thing about that Judge play as well today. He's walking a ton recently. I think Judge, I've been saying this, I tweeted about it. Let's look at this, actually. I think Judge is hard to take. He did have that really good run. Wait, how do I search my own Twitter? Okay. Let's look at this. What? Is there no Aaron Judge? Okay. Anyways, point being, I have a lot of screenshots of Judge just getting intentionally walked or just walking in general. That's Schwarber. But he's been hard to take because he walks so much. People don't really want to pitch in the zone to him, especially right now while he's hot. So I don't know. I think Judge is just a hard take in general for home runs. But 340 is actually not bad. Like if you're ever going to take him, maybe today's the day. But I just don't think Soriano is going to give up many home runs. We look at their pitch mix rating too. He's only got 7.47. And for context here, Aaron Judge is such a good hitter that usually 9 out of 10 times he's going to have like a 9 or higher rating because of, look at these. His splits are so good against a lot of pitches, especially the cutter, fastball, and changeup. But Judge is actually negative against the curveball, and that's 25% of the pitches. It's really going to be fastball, curveball. He's going to throw Judge a lot of curveballs. Yeah, I think it's tough. Soriano just doesn't give up home runs. That's really it. No info on Westberg. We don't have Westberg in the lineup right now. This is pulling from the MLB lineups that are submitted. He's not in there. If he ends up coming in there, he'll get in there. He'll be in the site. But right now, he's not in the lineup. He's been on the home run list 30 times. 90% of the time he gets a hit. 28% he hits a home run. Averages 3.13 total bases and 3.27 HRR. Thank you for that data. That's insane. I mean, that's kind of basically what his projections are, too. Total bases, 3.0, 3.16 HRR. It's kind of funny. Soriano's super weak to the second batter. That's interesting. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been seeing a lot of people posting about that. I find that to be complete. I find those data points to be a little bit misleading, I guess. Because if we really break down why would a pitcher be good versus one spot, bad versus another, the answer isn't, oh, he faces one batter and then the second batter, like, if you really think about it, like, okay, let's think about maybe why is a guy bad against the second batter? Well, maybe there's been a couple guys that hit home runs on him. Okay, well, why'd they hit home runs? Well, one, maybe it was like a really good guy like Judge or a big home run hitter that was in the second spot. Or two, maybe the first batter that he faced ended up having like a 10-pitch at bat, so he was a little worn down when he faced the second batter, and then he gave up a home run. Like, there's a lot of reasons as to why he would be bad versus a spot that isn't just like a blanket, he's bad versus the second spot always. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a very misleading. Giving up a 1.158 OPS, yeah, I don't know. I personally can't buy into that. Those sabermetrics, I guess you could call them. I don't know. All depends who's batting third. I mean, where is the Yankees on here even? Yankees, probably Judge will be second today. Bellinger's third. I don't know. I personally, if you guys like those data points, like, definitely run with them if they work for you. He's given up 17 against the second batter the most. I know, I'm just so curious, like, who is the second batter that he's faced in all those games? That's what I'm curious about. Let's go look into that. I don't know why I can't buy into those types of data points. I find them hard to really, like, take at face value. Let's see. So athletics. So second here would have been probably what, Jacob Wilson. No, I want to see that game. Let's see who's batting second in this one, just for example. Brent Rooker. Okay, so Rooker's a great. What did he do? grounded out, doubled in the sixth. I don't know if he was even in the sixth. Was he? He was. Okay, so he had a double off of him in the sixth. So that makes sense. It's the third time through the order. That generally happens. And Brent Rooker is one of the best hitters in baseball. So that makes sense there. Boston second batter was Devers. Okay, another outstanding hitter. Walked, grounded out, struck out, flied out, and singled in the eighth. So he didn't even get a hit off of him because he only pitched 3 innings. That one, nothing happened. Cleveland, probably Martinez. He grounded out, flied out, grounded out, singled in the eighth. So he didn't get a hit off of him either. So there must be some sort of fluke here as to why second Agustin Ramirez got a single in the fifth only. Where's this 1.158 OPS coming from? Once again, Rooker would be here. Did Rooker hit a home run off him? I doubt it. He doesn't give up home runs. Maybe he did. Oh, it was Jacob Wilson here. So that answers that. Singled. But that's only one base still. Where's this OPS coming from, man? Luis Ariz definitely didn't hit a home run here, right? Ariz 1 for 4 with a line out and a single in the sixth. So he got 1 single. Where is this OPS coming from? Yeah, I mean, if you look at the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starts, he's given up a couple hits, only 1 double to that second spot. So this is what I'm talking about when I say those like positional lineup things. Personally, I don't mind them because they just don't. Vlad Guerrero, another great batter in the second spot. He only had a single on him. Oh, would this be Kerry Carpenter here? Oh, McKinstry. Struck out, flied out, grounded out, double in the ninth. So that wasn't it. Yeah, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea where that OPS is coming from. Just look through all of his game logs pretty much for the year, and he's given up a couple singles and a double. Only 1 extra base hit that I found so far, and we're in the April starts now. Corey Seager, 3 for 4 with a single. So, okay. Is that 1.15 OPS over his career, maybe? Jose Ramirez here, homered. Okay, so he gave up a home run in April. 2 home runs to Ramirez. This was the game he had 3 homers, too. And these are he's only given up 3 homers on the year. These are 2 of the 3 home runs he's given up all season. So, yeah, I don't see where he's struggling against the second batter this year. This year splits. We just went through all the games. He gave up a double in the 6th inning here. Nothing to Devers, nothing to Ramirez, single to Wilson, nothing to Ariz, a single, 2 singles to Vlad, nothing to McKinstry. I don't think we looked at the Twins. Correa doubled. Okay, double and a single for Correa. So, okay. So, really, the only games that he's given up anything was April 4th, he gave up 2 homers to Ramirez in his first start of the year. And then April 27th, he gave up a double to Correa. But other than that, in May and June, he's done nothing to that second spot. So, batting second, 1.158. Yeah, this is interesting. 6 for 17, 2 homers. And 2 doubles. But once again, these 2 home runs were his first start of the year against Jose Ramirez. And these 2 doubles, one was in the 6th inning versus Rooker, and one was in the 1st inning in April versus Carlos Correa. So really only 1 relevant data point since April 27th, which was a double in the 3rd time facing Brent Rooker, who's an amazing hitter. So yeah, interesting. I'm looking right now too. I got it up. Average 447. Yeah. So, I guess I kind of explained why I don't personally put a lot of weight into those this right here, this batting order OPS stuff. I guess you could say it's a weak spot. You could technically, but the real damage is this home run number right here, and they both came from the same batter in the same game in April 4th, his first start of the year. So, in my opinion, since it's his first start of the year, you could probably just even throw that out because, First start of the year is always tough for everybody. It's pretty hit or miss for a lot of guys. Yankees is the easiest place to go, though. Yeah. What's the weather there? -6% for home runs, so not really that bad. He just doesn't give up home runs, man. He's only given up, 3 home runs on the year? 2 of them, once again, were in the first start. So, versus righties, the OPS is even down more, 0.661, 321 slugging. He's given up 1 home run to a right-handed batter. It is Judge. Judge could go deep any day of the year, right? But I personally, at 340, I guess, like, if you were ever going to take Judge, maybe today's worth it. But yeah, Soriano's just a really good pitcher at not giving up home runs. Him versus the Torpedo Bats and Yankee Stadium. Yeah, well, Judge doesn't use a Torpedo Bat, so Judge is like one of the only Yankees that doesn't use it. This is assuming Judge is hitting second, which he probably is. We got him projected here to hit second, so. So Jazz then? Yeah. No, I don't know that I really. If we look at the pitch mix ratings, Judge is the best here at the 7.47. But like I said, Soriano, he throws 2 pitches, a fastball and a curveball. Jazz actually has an okay matchup. Is he okay against the curveball? Yeah, Jazz is really good against the curveball. Yeah, you might be onto something there. Jazz is really good against the curveball. But Jazz also, he's a home run or bust guy. 2.30 total bases per hit, 8 homers versus righties. Only hitting 208. Literally home run or bust. He's literally home run or bust right now. This is something I've fallen in love with this method right here for researching, going to Baseball Savant. Like I said, I want to find a way to pull this data into my site. I have not figured it out yet. I'm trying, but I want to look at these game logs here and find trends where I can find a guy who, like, 80% of his last 10 at-bats are, like, over 90 miles an hour or something, or, like, at least 50% are over 100 miles an hour without a home run. Or with one, doesn't matter. But you can see right here, look at this. Jazz, 105, 101, 103, boom, home run. So when you start to see these trends where these guys are hitting the ball 100 miles an hour over and over and over, a home run is pretty close behind all of that. In this case, Jazz has a one here, but a lot of weak contact recently. This right here was good, though. You can see 105, 106, 95, 99, 95, 98, 108, but that was only a double, which that's actually kind of crazy. Was this just, how did this not get out?
And he was just intently watching Noah Cameron. That's lined to deep right and over Caglione's head.
Yeah. That's weird. This is, I call that suspect. What was that? 108, 23 degrees. I'm going to show you something here. That doesn't make sense to me. 108, 23. So let's go to 108, 23 degree launch angle. 83% of the time, that's a home run. You can see right here. 83% of the time at that metric, 108, 23, it's a home run. So I don't know how that didn't get out. Interesting. Jazz actually might be a sneaky pick today. I'm not going to lie to you. TCAA, that might be a decent call. Let's see what the odds are on that. That might be a sneaky call. If anything, I would rather go Jazz than Judge today. Yeah, plus 800. You're onto something there. I think you are onto something there. Even though I know you said it because of the torpedo, but still. These metrics right here, this home run or bust, and the fact that he's really good against a curveball. I like that. Let's look at pitch type against curveballs. So against curveballs, well, this doesn't make sense. Double. The exit velocity sucks. Maybe they're considering any sort of breaking ball. Yeah, because there's knuckle curves, sweepers, all this stuff, right? Okay. Still, not that many hard hit balls, and you got a home run right here against Walker Buehler on a knuckle curve. That's it. And a home run here against Pyomps. Yeah, I don't know. But Jazz at plus 800 could be interesting. It could be an interesting play. Can't say I hate it. Okay, there it is. That's interesting. But then again, Soriano doesn't really give up home runs, so not sure that I'd really count on anybody giving up one. Maybe against the bullpen, you'd be better off. But all right, Phillies Marlins here. Interesting with Alcantara pitching. Alcantara also isn't. I mean, Sandy doesn't give up a lot of home runs either. Was he giving up 5 or 6 this year? Maybe 8 home runs. Okay. Versus left versus right, 5-3. So mainly versus lefties. So Schwarber actually could be in play today. I'll even look at his little batting order thing here. I mean, his OPS is pretty bad against a lot of spots. First, third, fourth. We do have Schwarber hitting third today. Schwarber could be interesting today. His matchup is decent, the 7.83. Fastball, changeup. Yeah, Schwarber's an interesting play today. He's 6 for 22 against him with 1 extra base hit, no home runs. Let's see what they got him priced at. Schwarber is priced at 320. The Torpedoes at home and it's raining the East Coast. Wet air. Somebody going? Yeah. It's possible. It's doable. It's just Soriano throws that low sinker and that low curveball, so it's like really hard to get that up in the air unless he hangs one. So Schwarber though. Schwarber is interesting. I don't know, man. Schwarber's off for a home run for me. He's just oh my god, Schwarber's so frustrating for me to take. Let's see. Game logs, StatCast. Let's look into Schwarber here. So he had a 109, 109. So a couple 109s here, another 109. Somehow, it was -1 degree launch angle. Some weak contact. Okay, pretty hard. Like Schwarber's just so hit or miss, man. Either smoking the ball or he's hitting it like just missing it completely. I think he could be okay today though on such a weak slate. Very weak slate. Stowers could be okay too. 4.36. The matchup's just not there. Jordan Beck is interesting today. I think Jordan Beck is pretty interesting today. We got 10% home run probability, which isn't great, but his pitch mix matchup, he's good against a fastball. Curveball he struggles against, and that is his secondary pitch. Well, they actually are even. -0.48 versus -0.47. So it's actually not that bad. 1.72 total bases per hit. We'll get into that in a second. I do like Alex Call a lot today, and James Wood. Jordan Beck at +550. I mean, if anybody on the Rockies today, it's Beck or Goodman. McMahon's heating up, though. Ryan McMahon is heating up. I want him on the Brewers. Why can't we get him? It's my question. I would love to get him. Lock him in on the Brew Crew. This is beautiful here. 97, 110, 103, 106, 100, 99. Oh, yeah, he's heating up. 104, 105, home run right there. This is ugly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts in a row. He's got a home run against Jake Irvin in 8 at bats. And he's hitting at 1.87 total bases per hit. He's good against the fastball. He's bad against the curveball. He would need a fastball, obviously. Although he hit this curveball pretty nice. So this home run was against a fastball. This home run was against a changeup, interestingly enough. This one was against a fastball. And this one was against a slider. He's heating up. I don't mind Ryan McMahon today. What's he looking like? Plus 360. Okay. Books are already all over that. Books are already all over that. On the other side, I like James Wood and I like Alex Call today. What? Versus lefties here. Let's look at James Wood. Just pull him up. 5 home runs and 92 at bats, 272, 1.76 total bases per hit, 30% strikeout rate. Look at this. Holy cow. This is why I took him the other day. He actually hit a home run too. But 111, 103, 110, 92, 90, 111. Okay, so one dud here, 65. 92, 98, 101, and then there's the home run, 113. He kind of cooled off here, 109, went down into the 70s, but he's starting to peak back up, 89, 93, 91. Walk, strikeout, walk. I like James Wood today. I do like James Wood today. I think that is a good play against lefties too. And look at this pitch mix rating, 9.69 out of 10. 9.69 out of 10 is a great rating. Fastball, slider is really the combo he's going to see today. But Carson Palmquist, his fastball's -3 runs above average. It sucks. His fastball sucks. Ugh. I think James Wood is going too. I think James Wood is going. Plus 380, plus 390. That'll drop. That'll be plus 350 probably by start. Maybe plus 370, but that'll drop. But who I really like today, great value play in my opinion, Alex Call. 2 home runs and 48 at bats, only 1.50 total bases per hit. But pitch mix 9.61. He's good against the fastball. He's really good against the slider. He's very good against the slider. Alex Call is a good play today, in my opinion. For anything. Like, he looks good for hits, total bases, HRR, even an RBI. How are you pulling up that pitch by pitch on the pitcher's look on that site? What do you mean? This page right here on the left screen? Are you talking about the Baseball Savant? We're missing some of the hard contact here from Alex Call. He had it right here. Couple 100-mile-an-hours, then he hit a home run. He hit another home run. Yeah, left screen. I just search the player at the top, and then I go to game logs and then StatCast. Right here. Game logs, StatCast. Game logs, StatCast. Once you search the player, you click on his name, and then you go, yeah, game log, StatCast. And then it pulls this up. This is the data I want to get into my site. So then I can start running analytics on it, and we can like automatically pull out guys who have been hitting balls 100 miles an hour in the last, 3 or 4 games. So I don't have to look them up manually. But in this case, he did have 101 here, 101 here, some 80s, kind of trended down, some 90s, some 90s. Not great. It's not great, but that was also Yuri Perez. He's a good pitcher. Grounded in double play. Just bad launch angle on that one. Jacob Latz, the lefties. Here we go. This is what we're going to see tonight. There it is.
Send a high fly ball down the line and left. Will it stay fair? It will, and it's out of here.
That's what we want to see tonight. So against Latz, he had the home run, and then also Corbin Patrick, another lefty. He's facing a lefty tonight, mind you.
And Alex Call ready to lead it off. Swings at the first one from Corbin and flies it out to deep left center. Back at the track. At the wall. It's out of here.
So that's what we're looking for tonight. I do like Alex Call against the lefty. I think it's a good matchup for him. And his splits, if you look at them, lefty versus righty, the OPS goes up to .882. Slugging goes up to 500. It's good. That's what we like to see. 48 at bats. 2 doubles, 2 homers, 8 RBIs, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. Very low strikeout rate, which is a good sign. So yeah, Alex Call and James Wood. I love both of those plays tonight, wherever they are. Yeah, right here. Alex Wood, James Call. Or Alex Call, James Wood. I think they're great. I think they are great looks today. And at plus 650, I'm all over that. Plus 380, I like it there too, even. So, a good game for home runs today there. What do we hear? Orioles, Rays? TCAA, your team, brother. Here we go. Oh, yeah, you guys look good today. Ooh. Orioles, Rays. This is another game that has the makings for home runs. This is probably the best game, honestly. Eflin's going to give up home runs. So is Pepio. If we look at pitch mix, nobody really stacks up that well against Pepio's pitch mix. On the other side, Aranda stacks up pretty solid against Eflin. Low's decent. Caminero is not great against the pitch mix, but his slugging versus this right-handed pitching is pretty good. 2.10 total bases per hit. Man, you could take your pick in this game. I think Aranda at the plus 400 plus 400 is a good spot for Aranda. It's exactly what I have him at, plus 400. Literally exactly what I have him at, 20% chance. So that's fair value right there. Eflin, former Ray, correct. What did I get Aranda? I think I got Aranda at. It's already moved. We got Aranda here at 420. It's already down to 400. So that's interesting. Brandon Lowe, he's sitting over at 425. That's actually also not bad. That is also not bad. His strikeout rate's really high, though, against the right-handed pitchers, and his total bases per hit are lower than I'd like to see at 1.74. Actually, it's not terrible. He's at 1.63, so Caminero looks pretty good, too. Pennybags, thank you for the follow. Caminero, though, his slugging's so good. His pitch mix is tough, though. Eflin throws everything. So he's going to see a lot of different pitches. That's a bit of a problem. Aranda's much better. He's positive at every stat category, so yeah, I lean towards Aranda for this one. Is Lowe negative in some too? Yeah, Lowe's he's not that bad though. He's pretty average. Aranda's also been hitting it really hard. If we look at Aranda here, he's been hitting it really hard. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is exactly what I called out yesterday. Yelich, based on this exact metric, he hit a home run. And the day before that, I called out William Contreras based on this as well, and he hit a home run that day. This is exactly what I was looking for. He does have a home run right here at the 108, but then he went 99, 97, 98, 100, 105, and 101 without a home run. This is Jonathan Aranda home run, just like ready to go. It is packaged up. It is bundled up. It is ready to go. It's a ticking time bomb just about to go. Boom. Right here. 5 homers from Eflin against the cutter. Interesting. It's actually his worst pitch. but it's still 1 run above average. Interestingly enough, Eflin's curveball's negative 5 runs above average. That is terrible. But yeah, Aranda's primed. I like that pick a lot today. I love the Aranda play. Boston Mariners, we're going to get to it. O'Hearn and Cowser here on the other side look pretty good. What's Colton Cowser looking like? Plus 475 on DraftKings. That's a good line. Cowser does have a tough matchup, but yeah, he doesn't really get cutters. He's really good against a cutter, but that's not really going to be seen today. Only 6%. What's he bad at? The slider? Okay, well, if he sees a heavy doses of sliders, then he might struggle today. Yeah. Yesterday, I did call Yelich and Vargas as the 2 guys for those teams that would probably hit home runs, and they did. I had Yelich. I ended up pairing him with Tauchman. That was dumb. Anyways, Cowser's not a bad shout today. What's he even looking like on the old cast? Today, YNMRX, Jonathan Aranda has the same exact trend that I told you about Contreras and then about Yelich. So today, that same logic that applied, Aranda would be the person that fits that narrative. Cowser's been okay. He had a hard hit ball there, some weak contact in between. Yeah, Cowser's he hits it hard and then he hits a bunch of weak ones, and he hits it hard then a bunch of weak ones. So I don't know that he's gearing up. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Yeah, Cowser, I don't know that I love that he's gearing up, but he's okay today. He's just a pure power hitter, you know what I mean? Like 2.25 total bases per hit, 34% strikeout rate. Yeah, he's home run or bust. Like that's kind of all it is for him always. On the other hand, though, Ryan O'Hearn is decent today. 3 for 6 versus Pepio. Neutral rating. He's not bad on the pitch mix. He's pretty good against everything except a changeup. He's really good against a fastball, which is 45% of the pitches. What up, Hundo? O'Hearn is a nice looking play today. For being honest, he's been hitting it pretty well. 103, 94, 98, some duds, 92, 99, 103, 104. There's his home run.
Rival Dodgers kicked off an 8-game winning streak.
Boom. Yeah, that's a nice looking swing. I like O'Hearn today. Purple so cold, I appreciate it. Appreciate that. I spent some time on it. So appreciate that. Need to figure out lunch, man. I like O'Hearn today or Cowser, though, for the Orioles. But really, the play that I like the most here is Aranda for home runs. But I like Aranda for anything. A lot of these guys look good for hits. Lowe, Diaz, Jackson Holiday, Gunnar Henderson, O'Hearn again. There's some good stuff here. All right, Red Sox, Mariners. Mariners, huh? Giolito versus Gilbert. Giolito, okay for home runs. Gilbert doesn't really give them up. We got to get Devers out of here. I don't know why he's still pulling in. Why do y'all still have Devers pulling in, man? He's not there anymore, brother. So I'll have to manually update that. On the other side, Cal Raleigh, bro. I can't take Cal Raleigh anymore. The guy has 26 home runs. I don't think I've got him on one slip. Plus 255. There's no reason to be taking it there, really. He's a 350 today at 6.9 pitch mix rating is actually not pretty. It's actually pretty solid. But the two pitches that he's the best at, splitter and cutter, Giolito doesn't even throw them. Mainly it's fastball. See, I don't think Cal Raleigh's worth it. I just don't see it. I don't think he's worth it. Polanco also probably just not worth it. Plus 540. Plus 540 is okay for Polanco. Not in love. But in general in this game, I just don't love it. If anything, it would be the Mariners that would hit one, but Cal Raleigh's not worth it. Polanco's okay. The rest of the guys don't match up that well. Just don't match up that well. So weird, no Devers. Yeah, it's going to be weird to get used to that, huh? Once again, really mad the Brewers didn't get him. We need a third baseman. We need a hitter is what we need, bro. We just need somebody that can hit the ball. It's like I don't know, man. We just don't have it. We just can't find a guy that hits the ball. So, let me figure out lunch real quick. One sec, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, this is the game where a lot of guys look great. JP Sears. The problem is they're going to start an opener. I think they're a TBD right now. Crawford or Julio? Not really for a home run. Not really for a home. I mean, Crawford has a 7.74. Yeah, that's a great pitch mix rating. Crawford looks great, but he's not a power hitter. I mean, he's been hitting some home runs recently, actually, but only 1.35 total bases per hit. He does have a home run against Giolito. He's 1 for 2. That's interesting, actually. It's a really small sample size, so I can't really, you can't really take much on that, but nope, don't want that. Baseball Savant runs so slow sometimes. Holy cow. Okay. StatCast. Yeah, he doesn't have that much power. Crawford's decent though. His pitch mix rating is really good. I like Crawford as a take today. You got to take him, I feel like. I feel like Crawford is someone that you got to take for hits, HRR, hits or HRR, maybe total bases. But I'd probably take him for a hit or hits, runs, RBIs today. Arozarena, he's a 5.81. It's okay. Same with Julio. They're both 5 out of 10 matchups today. Arozarena, though, he's only hitting 207 versus righties. He's got good slugging, 1.75 total bases, strikes out 36% of the time. His matchup today is okay. He's average against fastball and slider. He's decent against changeup. He has 2 for 4 versus Giolito. I think he just doesn't have enough to make me interested. Julio's good for like a hit or HR as well today. I do like Julio for like a hit today. His strikeout rate's lower, which is good. Yeah, I think Julio's good for like a hit. Kind of where I would take him. But JP Crawford, once again, he's good for everything. Probably not a home run, but he's good for everything else. Kind of it. It's kind of it. This game's, not really that interesting to me. This one, 27% increase in home runs here in Sacramento against the A's. I like this game a lot. The only problem is they just pulled JP Sears to put Mitch Spence in now. No way, right? No way they're doing Mitch Spence today, right? JP Sears was listed. No, dude, why do they keep... They keep swapping pitchers, man. This is like... The A's just keep swapping pitchers. Is it JP Sears or Mitch Spence today? Or is it both? Oh, it's so frustrating when one of the best games for home runs, you don't know what they're actually going to be running for pitchers. I have no idea here. I mean, that changes everything, though. Because these are all based off of JP Sears, who was listed this morning. But now it looks like he's not even listed anymore. So I guess we got to see. If we're talking against right-handers, though, it's probably Christian Walker. Yeah, we'll have to come back to that one later when we get lineup confirmations. Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson's a stud. I like Jacob Wilson today. I think he looks pretty good for everything. 9.16 on the pitch mix, too. Yeah, Jacob Wilson should dominate today. He could be a sneaky home run play, but I would just focus him on anything else. Anything else. Rooker, also decent today. Rooker's not bad. 6.46 out of 10. Favorable matchup. I like Rooker for everything today. And then Soderstrom also. 4.44 is not a great matchup, but he hits really well against righties. So, yeah. Those three look really good today. But yeah, we got to come back to that one with pitching matchup for Astros batters, unfortunately. And then this game, Cease versus Ohtani for 1 inning. I mean, I like Ohtani for bases today. I think his home run is just not worth it at plus 200. But outside of that, I don't really love these guys against Cease. Freddie Freeman's decent. Yeah, it's Freeman and Ohtani for me. 6.85 and 7.51. And then against Ohtani, Tatis could get to him in the first at bat, but the rest of it's just going to be against the bullpen. So there's not really much there. Not really much there. Because we don't know who's coming in after Ohtani. If we figure that out, maybe we can find some stuff, but we don't know who's coming in after Ohtani yet. And he's only going to go for an inning. So yeah. If we just look at this one time from the top bottom from pitch mix, no 10s today. James Wood and Alex Call, who we talked about a lot that we like. Talked about how we like Jacob Wilson a lot today. Schwarber's okay. Crawford, we talked about how we liked him for everything today. You picked Frelick and thought it was Yelich? Nah, it's not, bro. Oh, darn. Damn. But yeah, that is kind of going to be it for today. I mean, I'm going to get offline. I'm going to go eat lunch. Oh, you can't swear. The Streamlabs hates the swears. But I'm going to get off. I'm going to go eat lunch. I'll come back live later once lineups start to come out. So like around, what time are these games starting? 6? Okay. So probably around like 5:30 I'll go live again. So drop a follow. Make sure you turn on the notifications for when I go live. I'm going to go live again once we have lineup confirmation to really dive into like the actual, these are the good plays of the day because we know where they're hitting. We know who the pitchers are, all that. Around 5:30 Eastern. So about an hour before the first pitch, we'll go live again. So I'll catch y'all then. Drop a follow, and we'll be live again at 5:30 to really dive into it. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all then, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Set your notifications, set your alarms. Peace out.